Good morning. Happy Monday. Let's see who's here on a Monday. Good morning. I thought I would pop in and chit chat for a moment. Hi there, Deborah. Good morning. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Linda. Whoops, my phone is going off. Okay. Good morning, Linda. Uh, how are you all? Welcome to my studio. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Kay, Dawn, Robin, Debbie. Oh, you guys, so great. I never know. So I did a live here on Saturday morning. Hi, Robin in Michigan. And what was funny is I didn't notice. Well, I didn't notice. The chat was not working. So for those of you who joined in and I wasn't interactive, I was kind of hanging out in my front yard. I didn't know the chat wasn't working, so I didn't see anybody, and I didn't address anybody or talk to anybody. And hi, Tracy. Thank you so much for the bundle box that was sent. Everything was amazing. Awesome. That makes me happy. Good morning, Travis. Oh my God, you guys, I got my fix of music yesterday. So while my friend Travis is here, I'm going to say a quick shout out to my favorite band, Dirty Confetti, who I'm going to beg and borrow and steal and say, hey, can you come play in my front yard? But yesterday, my local winery had a soft opening, and so I went. I took my art journal, and let me just tell you, what song was he singing? He was singing a song, and my pen was just going with the flow. I just went to relax, and also I had to map out because I'm teaching there next weekend, so I had to make sure social distancing and all that good stuff. But Travis, thank you so much. Maybe I should just show what I was just playing around. I started a new book, and some of the pages I don't want to cover, but I started this yesterday while I was sitting there, and they sing country music, which is my favorite. And there was one particular song, and it just I kept saying, oh, I could not draw with the music. Anyway, really happy to just be at my friend's house and hear some music. And speaking of this book, I'm going to comment about this. So I changed books. I started a new one. Some of you saw that I had a really I've had a lot of stuff happening ever since that news thing aired on our local news, our San Diego news, and lots of different opportunities. And so I've just been, for members of your Artful journey, this all has to do with you guys. Okay, this was yesterday. This is a lesson coming up, which is so cool. As this one, I don't think I want to cover. That one might just stay as is. So here's another lesson. I have been really enjoying this size book, watercolor paper. A lot of people were asking me about it, and I'm in love. I'm totally in love. And yesterday, I think I mentioned that I went to my friend's winery just to map things out. I got these sunflowers, which are the size of my face. Look at that, to give you an idea. Thank you, Backcountry Gardens, for making my life just a little bit brighter this morning. So I'm going to photograph these today, and those are going to be part of my muse. And I'm going back to teaching next week. So, I mean, I'm still being really cautious and safe, that kind of thing. But really happy that, somewhat there's some living involved. I missed people. And I just thought I would pop on here because it's Monday. I just got a 3.5 mile walk in. I just had my pills and my airborne, my morning routine, and I'm drinking my second cup of tea, and I'm about to log into work. Yes, sunflowers are a happy flower. They are just amazing. Look at the size of that. So that's one of my local growers, which I also asked her if I could come to her property and do a field trip of sorts. So all these awesome things are happening, and I have not had a bit of downtime, and I'm okay with that. And a lot of this book is probably going to be done in minutes. I mean, I got 4 or 5 pages done this weekend, but this is still in the works. I just need more music to get me going. I was just playing around. I took my book with me. Okay, so as far as this week goes in my studio, literally, thank you to those who joined me outside. I did a little thing this weekend in my yard and didn't realize that the chat wasn't working on my end, so I couldn't interact or see anybody, but a couple of people messaged me and said, hey, you didn't say hi. I didn't mean for that to happen. I didn't know you were saying hi, and I literally thought I was sitting there by myself. Good luck next week. Teaching will be fun. My chapter decided to cancel July, so you'll be careful and enjoy. So the good news is, Robin, I'm mixed about this because I have been very careful, but we are social distancing and it's outside, so that makes me feel a lot better. I've also requested masks, so and nobody's going to be touching the paint, which is great. I will be distributing it. It's just going to be twice as much work and twice as much running, but I'm ready for it. I will. I've just asked I even sent an email and asked everybody for just some grace and to understand that I'm going to do the best I can with the constraints that we have. The good news is few of the people who signed up in family groups, so they wanted to sit together, which is even better because that helps me. How hot is it there? It is really cool this morning. I don't even know what the weather is going to be today. 92 degrees in New Jersey. Okay, 92 degrees in New Jersey means you're flaming hot. Today we have a high of 85 where I live. Yeah. I do have a lot of nervous energy. That's not going to be an issue. In fact, I said when I teach at wineries, I don't drink until the end of the class. And so I said, I'll finally be able to relax a little bit. So good luck, Lisa. I hope that test is negative. But it's really better to know than to not know. I really do think. And I am not taking this any lighter. They're talking about a second wave. I don't think we've gotten through the first wave. So, but I am excited to teach and do something, with people. Okay. So as far as here in my studio, now that I can see the, conversation here, Kay said, I love the cool early mornings. I wish we could have them all summer. It has been really, really nice here. That's why I got out at 6:30 this morning and did 3.5 miles before the sun really even came up. I mean, it was just barely peeking through. So, yeah, regional, Lisa, I still am a firm believer in being careful. I don't mind being home, so it's not really an issue. I love my home. Now, if I could get my band to come play in my front yard, we'd solve a lot of problems. If I could get some live music. That's the other thing about hearing live music. And I don't know where everybody's at, so I'm not speaking on everybody's behalf. But in California, I think we're on phase 3. We cannot have music that promotes dancing. So I feel like we're stuck in a movie like Footloose. Hi, Vicky. I literally feel like we're stuck in the movie Footloose, and that the dad's going, no music, no dancing. Yeah. So Debbie just said she can get her hair cut and colored today. No, yeah. I think I got mine cut 2 weeks ago, and oh, it was so refreshing. I loved it. Yeah. If you're high risk, there's no better place than home, and yes, you can completely dance in your backyard. I love it. I love being home, so I don't. It's kind of crazy. I love my house. I love my studio. I love my, uh, you know, anyway. So it is Monday. I just want to give you a, first off, I need to get a link out of, sorry, I need to get a link. Sorry, I did not get that. I've had a lot of questions about a few things, and I'm going to, oops, sorry, I don't really plan things that well. There we go. Okay. So the number one question I have been getting, and I guess it's because people are noticing, is what the heck is your artful journey and how do you become part of it? So the doors are closed. It only opens once or twice a year. But if you're on the wait list, there's something coming up. So I gave the link to the wait list, and I can throw it here so you can see it. There we go. I'm back. And if you're a member, you can just go ahead and tell members how awesome it is. And that's what I was working on all week were videos through the end of the year. And now I'm going into 2021. So I'm really excited about the lessons that are coming up. And so that is, I can't tell you what's going on, but you'll want to get on the wait list. It's only for waitlist members, and check your email, make sure things aren't going to spam. Only going to waitlist members. If you're already a member of your artful journey, Robin just said, I'm so enjoying my journey. There's something special for waitlist members only, and I wanted to make sure that everybody knows that. So you'll want to join ASAP. There's no cost, no nothing. It's just put your email in. Anyway, cannot wait for more lessons. I know. And just for those of you who are Wednesday, we do have our Facebook Live. And then your Artful Journey members are getting a bonus morning meditation this Saturday morning. And I went as far into the Facebook group to plan out all of the stuff that's going on pretty much through October or December. A lot of people were saying, December, how do you know ahead of time? If I have to move something, I will. But I like to get on a schedule, and I really did discover through our survey that a lot of you want things to be scheduled. So I totally get it. That does not mean that you won't see me popping on here. This is my Facebook page. And oh, Loretta says if you're on the fence, hop off. You won't be disappointed. I love that. I am so fulfilled with that attention and where everything is and all of the amazing artwork. So I just have gone into this really awesome space of creating that I don't want to leave. And while I'm there, I'm making videos of everything. So that's what I did Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning. And I just map things out for the next year. It's just a good feeling because really what that does is puts me in a great creative space. So that's what I want to be doing. The printable schedule on Facebook, you love it. Great. That's all I want to hear. I went ahead and planned for the next year. And I'm not capable of planning for the next 5 minutes what I'm doing. So when I pop on here, it's truly what I love to do. Good, Debbie. I love to hear the feedback. I love it too personally. And I love that I can schedule it where I can finish the page and show you guys the after effects. So I couldn't have been more thrilled with last month's. So if you are not a member of your Artful Journey and you're feeling left out, get on the wait list. Again, there's no commitment, but something special is going out to the wait list. That's all I'll say. How do I do it all and work 3 jobs. Well, number one of my jobs does count as your artful journey. Thank you, Anne. I love all that's coming. One of my jobs is your artful journey. So that is one of them. And I'm a really dedicated kind of space kind of gal. So this morning, I'm actually running about 15 minutes late, but I hiked this morning at 6:30, then it showered, or I had an 8 o'clock phone call, then it showered. But my Google Calendar goes off, and it's kind of like my lifeline. I do schedule everything. So I schedule when I make videos for your artful journey. And then I also schedule my work, my day job. I have flexibility there. And then I have another job that I do online that mostly I can get done at night. So I know that is a lot. It does sound like a lot. But I love to be able to have work-life balance. I also feel it's really important to try to keep my weekends as free and clear as possible. And also to have time to work out and be alone with myself. Great question, though. I don't know how I do it. And some days, some weeks are better than others. I'm really coming off of a good weekend, and I took Friday off to go paddle boarding. I find that when I go do an activity like kayaking or paddle boarding or getting away from my house and being alone or with, few people, I come back on Mondays in a much better headspace. So that it also goes along with scheduling time to be creative for myself and not just because I'm making videos or sharing or, something's a lesson. But thank you for that question. Anyway, I just want to start everybody off with this Monday and say, yeah, you just do it. I don't have a choice. I mean, right now I don't have a choice. Maybe one day I'll have a choice. And I also love that my jobs are jobs that I love to do. So none of them are, well, sometimes they are. None of them are laborious where I feel like, oh, now I got to log in. Now, sometimes I'm going to say my day job because I work all numbers and construction and fellas, guys. Sometimes it's a little laborious, but that's okay. I think I answered all those questions. And yes, I loved paddleboarding. We went far too far. We went 4 miles. On the way back, I was just like, my arms felt like Jell-O. But the beer afterward helped. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I like paddleboarding or kayaking more. And I'm also, a solo female, so I have to decide what's really safe and what's not if I were to do it by myself. So Lisa said Lisa said that she was painting at 2 a.m. last night to settle down. I am much the same way. Oh, me too. Accountant in Seattle for a general contractor. There we go. Soul sister. Yeah. All day. Numbers. And how about both? So this is what I want to do. I want to sell my RAV4 and I want to get a truck. I want a Ranger. And I would like to be able to have room for my toys and not like, I was like, the other thing is being a woman, you got to worry about how do you load and unload things off of the top of a car. Oh, I saw sea lions. I saw dolphins. I fell in. I lost a pair of sunglasses. My daughter laughed. I basically did one of those, like I started to step backwards, tried to catch my footing, and I just went, boop, 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 boop. And I went right off the deep end. So I do love my RAV4. The only complaint about my RAV4 that I have is that it doesn't have a hitch. So I can't put a bike rack on the bike and I have to like load my bike in and out. And also if you're to get something with a roof rack, I know these are all things I have to think about because if it's hard for me to load or unload something, I'll never use it. I don't mind my bike going in and out of the car, but I'm also not a really good tie down person. I don't like to tie anything down, and anything I've ever tied down has actually ended up on the freeway. So I don't want to I want to discern if it's just best that I rent and then show up at the beach and the kayak's there. I was watching people lug their kayak and I thought, for the amount of money I was renting it for, yeah. So anyway, I didn't really pop on to talk loud, but it's been 20 minutes. So I will just say, have a really great week. I'm going to log into my numbers job. And, oh, good, Chris, I was looking at inflatable paddle boards. So thank you for that thought. I can't do anything with the top of my car. It's not going to happen. Chris, I appreciate you saying that because I was looking at inflatable stuff. I'm also a little worried that I tend to be kind of clumsy and weird, and I'd poke a hole and be out in the middle of somewhere. Our bikes fit inside, but they don't make that. Yeah. I'm always amazed at how much I can fit in my RAV4. I would agree with you. It's just, I think it's time to move on from the SUV type thing and go into something, I don't know, really fun. That's my thought. That's my thought. Lisa said, I'm glad you came on. Thank you so much. Take a patch kit. I just have this vision of me being out in the middle and hearing that shh. Thank you guys. So it was really funny on Saturday. It was really funny. I was out in my yard doing a live and there was no communication. And I was like, this is impossible. But I really do love the interactive part of Facebook Live. So I want to start biking with my kids, but kind of scared since I don't have much knowledge about it. Where I was, but just rode on dirt roads. I'm definitely not an off-roader kind of gal. I had a bike accident, which led to my front teeth being very knocked out. And I am deathly afraid of, other than being on my beach cruiser on a boardwalk, I'm deathly afraid of riding bikes. And I'm falling. I can't get it out of my brain. Yeah. Our fun vehicle is a Miata convertible. Well, that would be fun. Yeah, I do kind of look like a truck girl. I used to have a Ford Ranger, and now I'm absolutely, my dad used to work for Ford. I'm absolutely obsessed with the new Ranger. Anytime I pass one on the road, I just want one so bad. So I'm putting it on the bucket list, and I'm going to aim high. Yes. Okay, guys, I just want to say thank you very much. Don't forget FaceTime Live this week on Wednesday. I love the topic. And on Saturday for my Your Artful Journey members, and I put the little information up. And I don't want to give a clue. But if you're not a member of Your Artful Journey and you're interested in the morning meditation on Saturday, that could happen. Okay, not going to say anything else. Okay, thank you all. Have a really great day. You'll probably see me pop on here most of the week. I really feel like it gives a good start to my day and brings me a little bit down here. Okay, I'm off to deal with numbers and emails and that kind of thing. Please have a great day, and I will see you all soon.